What's up, guys? You're probably like, whoa, Savannah, you're back! Yeah, I'm back. What's up, guys? So, obviously I've been gone for a little while and I'm really sorry for that. I've had a lot of schoolwork and switching from online to in school, and I have EOGs, which is our end of grade tests coming up. So it's kind of all like cramped, and I've got tennis. So I took a little bit of a break, but now I am back and it is summer, so you'll definitely be seeing me more. But in today's video, it's kind of like a little tips video for a special test. This special test is called the CHSPE test, and what it stands for is, let me tell you, the California High School Proficiency Exam, which is kind of like a big test. Exam, obviously, because it's got the exam word in there. But so of course it's hosted in California because it's a California high school test, and what it does is it actually allows you to drop out of high school. That is what most people use it for, so they can drop out, go to community college, and apply for jobs and stuff like that. For my purposes, I'm not dropping out of high school. For everyone who just thought I was, I'm not dropping out of high school. I am actually going to use it for acting. You're like, Savannah, how can you use something for high school for acting? Well, actually, this test makes you legally 18. In the acting world, not like everything else, but legally 18 in the acting world, which means I'm actually cheaper for producers and directors to hire me, which means I won't need a teacher on set. I'm free of education, so I don't need a teacher on sets, and also I have no labor laws, which means I can work longer for them, so they don't have like a time limit from when I can work. And the directors will definitely pick legally 18 kids over 16-year-olds because they're cheaper. So they're like, well, actually, I'll take you. I don't have to spend as much money on you. So they want you more, which is really, really good if you pass a test. So there are 3 different sections. You've got math, English, and an essay part. Yeah, you have to write an essay with this one. So to take this test, you actually have to be 16 and a sophomore to be able to even take it. And so why don't we just get into some tips, like general tips about the test, and then we'll go into certain sections and what you can do. First tip, bring a watch. And I'm not talking about a smartwatch or an Apple Watch because obviously that's cheating. You can't have an Apple Watch in there. A plain 1980s little watch. You need a watch. In the room, there were about like 8 different clocks, and they were all separate times. Yeah, they were clocks with different times on them, and they're like, let's pick that clock. I was like, how am I supposed to memorize that clock? And I can't even see it that far. It's like a whole 2,500 feet away. I'm like, dude, what time does that say? But no, I've got a little clock in front of me that I can go off of my little watch. I'm like, okay, I've got this much time, and it's right in front of me, so it's a lot easier. Bring a watch. And the reason you need to bring a watch is because each section is not timed by itself. You have 3 hours to complete this big test, and you time yourself. And you have to make sure you have enough time for the essay, enough time for the math, and enough time for the reading. It's all you, so you gotta watch that time. So, studying is my next tip. You gotta study. Also, this book is what I used. I didn't do a tutor. Some people do tutors. Some people study books and just practice tests. I use this book, and I'll give you the link in the description below for it. But you can also do tutors and other things like that. Next, calculators. Yeah, we have to have a complete basic calculator. Just a plus, minus, subtract, and multiply. Yes, multiply. I was trying to remember off the top of my head. And it also can't be lifted. So the front of it can't be lifted because otherwise people can cheat off you. It's on the website. It'll tell you exactly what you need, but it has to be the most basic calculator from also 1980s. So maybe this is like a 1980s test. I don't even know. But it's got to be super, super basic. Alright, tips. Now we're going to go a little bit more specific. Let's start with math. Okay, so make sure you bring your calculator, obviously. The equations. You do not have to memorize them. I really wish someone told me this. My book didn't tell me this. No one told me this online or in any videos. You do not need to study the exact equations. They come with the book. So when you get the test in the, before the math section, you'll get the area of a circle, the area of a triangle, the area of a square, and it will give you all those equations. And also, it does not go to calculus. It only goes to geometry. It stops there. There is no calculus whatsoever in the test. Reading, that's our next little section. I really don't know how to tell you to study for this. It's kind of if you know it, you do. If you don't, oh well, because it's vocab. And you can't study the dictionary. And this book helped a little bit. I'd just say maybe do some practice tests and see how you do. Reading's not my strong suit. I'm more of a math person, so I did really well in the math. But it's vocab and passages and all kinds of different things. And there's going to be words you aren't going to know on there. I'm not going to baby you. There's going to be words that you're I don't even, what? That just makes no sense. It's going to happen. But maybe if you study some other words, there's not really a way to study for the reading part. Alright, the last part, the essay part. Yay, essays! It was awful. That's the worst parts, obviously. Okay, so I actually studied and I looked online. I was looking through videos, but no one told me their essay question. It was kind of really annoying. So I'm going to tell you my essay question. I'm not going to go into detail my answers and stuff because you probably don't really care that much. So my essay question was, what is the hardest point of life? You've got childhood, adolescence, or adulthood. Pick a stance and stay with it. What I did was I picked a side and then wrote 3 different reasons of why I picked that side, because you need 5 paragraphs. 5, not 4, not 3. You will fail a section if you don't have 5. You need an intro, 3 supporting details and some information with that, and a conclusion. I suggest doing 3 to 5 sentences in each paragraph because you want to make sure they're nice and thick and has a lot of information. And then also, if you don't know a word or you don't know how to spell a word, try and use a different word. That's what I did. If I was kind of confused on how to spell difficult, obviously I know how to spell the word difficult, but you could say hard instead of difficult. Make sure you know what you're spelling and you know how to spell for that, because obviously you're writing it out too. They give you I think it was 5 pages, 5 to 6 pages you get to write on, and so you kind of have a lot of space. Don't take up if you get a lot of information, take up all that space. But that's my question. That was my question let me repeat it for you because it's actually kind of important so you kind of see what it's based on, I guess. But my question was, what is the hardest point in life? Childhood, adolescence, or adulthood? So just so you know, that's not going to be everyone's question. That is just my question. Each essay each exam has their own different question, should kids have a cell phone? Oh, I left 40 minutes, so you have to time yourself, of course, I've told you this. You have to time yourself. So I take about 40 minutes for my essay. It differs upon each person. Some people are quicker, some people are slower. So make sure you know your essay time. You're like, Savannah, I don't know how quick I write an essay. Well, that's your job. That's your new job. If you're going to take this test, I want you to time yourself to see how long it takes you to write an essay. Because then I wrote, I think, 1 or 2. I wrote 1 essay to see how long it took me. And then I knew I needed 40 minutes to write my essay, about 40 minutes. So at the end, I was like, at this time, I'm stopping and writing my essay. Everything else has to be done. So I did have enough time because I timed it well. Oh, guys, just so you know, you have to pass all 3 sections to pass the exam. You have to pass the math, the reading, and the essay. If you don't pass the essay, you don't pass the exam. If you don't pass the math, you don't pass the exam. Okay? So you have to pass all 3, but the good thing is, if you pass the math and the reading, and you have the essay, and you failed the essay, well, you still can go back and take that again, but you don't have to take the math and the reading. So you can just take the essay part. And you get a full 3 hours, which kind of sucks because it depends on your place. I could leave once I was done, but I think it depends on where you take it. So if you don't pass the math or you don't pass the essay part, you got to go back and take the essay, which kind of sucks because you have to take the whole thing again, but not the whole oh, there's a hummingbird. Sorry. It It was sitting right there as a hummingbird. Hummingbirds don't normally do that. Okay. Either way, yeah, you kind of have to pass all 3. And if you don't pass one, you can go back and retake that one section. Don't forget, I'm going to put the link in the description below for this book because it really helped me. So I think it could help you guys. I hope these tips help you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Also, if you have any other video requests or if you need some other help with the Chesapeake or if you have questions, go ahead and comment below. But that's it, guys. We'll see you guys in my next video. Sorry. We're on the Savvy Life. I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, wait. Don't scroll off the video yet. I have one more thing to say. It's really, really important. I have a new channel. It's called Love the Savvy Life. You guys should go and subscribe. It's kind of like a cool vlog channel and you can follow along with my life. Well, that's kind of it. See you guys.
If I may.